What up, world? Welcome back. I am Dwayne Langham. This is the app, Yolo Ave, the road leads travel. Oh, that light looks beautiful. And you have just tuned in for a rainy day edition YouTube live broadcast. As you see out here in Atlanta, we're currently under the weather, but still having a miraculous, monumental Monday. Speaking of monumental, so on topic of the video, giants don't need a path. What do I mean by that? So when you think about giants, they're larger than life, right? 20 feet, 50 feet, much taller than the average. I'm 6'3" myself, but a giant would dwarf me, right? When you think about industry standards, when you think about the things that you have to overcome, obstacles, adversity, and what does the market look like? What does the industry look like? What are the standards that everyone's going by? What is the average, the ordinary? I want to remind you of something. You see, I work with some very powerful people, and every once in a while, powerful people still get in touch with their humanity. That itsy bitsy physical sense that makes them play small, tucker in. Get caught up with, well, you know, the industry does this. You do it this way, you'll never be successful. This doesn't work. Nobody's doing it that way. That's too hard. There's too many obstacles. Looks like we're not going to be able to make it happen. What happened when Steve Jobs in the 2000s and Apple wanted to make iPads, iPods, iPhones, things that didn't exist, things that the market didn't know that they needed? What happens when Amazon buys out Whole Foods, sets up drones to deliver boxes, is getting it where you can order your groceries right from a click of a button? That's kind of the idea I want you to get. Look at it like a parable, a metaphor. When everybody of the ordinary comes to the forest and there's no path, you know, there's no Yolo Ave to follow, right? The road leads travel. When you don't have that and all you see is the brush, the wilderness, the animals, the threats, the dangers, the swamps, oh my, lions and tigers and bears, all that stuff. We can't do it. We can't go forward. It's over. The dream's dead. And then comes a giant. So what's different with the giant? Well, first and foremost, the giant has vision. The giant is 20 feet, 50 feet tall. Looks clear over those trees. Oh, there's a promised land on the other side. There's a pot of gold on the other side. There's success on the other side. A giant doesn't need a path. You see, half the time, the path laid forward by others don't even fit a giant's footsteps. Come on, man. I rock 17s myself. I can't walk in everybody else's store and get me a pair of shoes. So what does a giant do? Size 30s or something, right? A giant doesn't need a path. A giant steps over the trees, crushes the brush. Animals go running. The dangers look the other way. They don't want to have nothing to do with that. So I urge you, I encourage you to find the giant within yourself. To find out where there's not a path that others have already gone down. That's what the Ave is all about. If you tune into the Ave, if you're about making a life how you want it, no matter what the situation is, you're a giant. And giants don't need a path. Just because somebody else can't do it. A quote I love, Jay-Z, Sean Carter, said, I can't base what I'm going to do on what somebody else isn't. That's a giant. That's somebody who sees no obstacles that stand a chance against them. Somebody who's going to pave the way themselves. When do you want to tap into your giant? When do you want to have that vision to see clear to how you're going to get to your goals? Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, the giant still has to go through the brush. The giant doesn't know if it's going to step into a swamp, but it doesn't care because it's just too small to pay attention to. Eyes locked on the prize. Tunnel vision going straight forward. So when do you want to do that in your life? Well, today. That's right. As always, today is the best day of your life. It's the first day to the rest of your life. And I say right here, as a giant to another, it's time to live it powerfully. In the meantime, I'll be right here on the app, wishing you the best and only success. Peace.